Have you ever slept a solid 12 hours on the weekend, only to wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck? I used to think something was seriously wrong with me. I'd crash into bed exhausted, sleep through my alarm, and still feel like my brain was running on empty. It wasn't until I discovered the hidden truth about our brain's secret overtime work that everything clicked. Turns out, while your body is resting, your brain might be working harder than during your busiest workday. And the last technique I'll share today is game-changing. It can help you wake up feeling genuinely refreshed for the first time in years. So what's going on inside our heads when we think we're resting? Here's the shocking reality. Your brain has this thing called the default mode network, or DMN for short. Think of it as that coworker who never actually stops working, even during lunch breaks. This invisible energy monster consumes around 70% of your brain's total energy, even when you're doing absolutely nothing. Picture this. Your brain is like a car sitting in your driveway. The engine might be in park, but it's still running, burning fuel, making noise. That's your DMN, constantly humming in the background, processing random thoughts, replaying yesterday's awkward conversation, worrying about tomorrow's deadline. No wonder you're exhausted. But here's where it gets worse. This overactive DMN creates what scientists call mental chatter. Those endless streams of thoughts that jump from your grocery list to that embarrassing thing you said 5 years ago. It's like having a butterfly effect in your mind constantly. One small worry leads to another, then another, until your brain is juggling 50 different concerns at once. The conflict is clear. We think rest means stopping our bodies, but our minds never got the memo. While you're binge-watching Netflix or scrolling through social media, your brain is still in overdrive mode, burning through energy like there's no tomorrow. So how do we give our brains a real break? The solution lies in 7 scientifically backed methods that can silence that mental chatter and restore your energy levels. First is mindful breathing, and this is the foundation on which everything else builds. When your head feels like it's wrapped in fog, find a quiet spot and sit with your back straight. Imagine you're a tall tree reaching toward the sky. Close your eyes and focus entirely on your breath. As you inhale, feel that cool air flowing through your nostrils, filling your lungs, making your belly rise. As you exhale, feel your belly fall and that warm air leaving your body. Here's what will happen. Your mind will start throwing distractions at you like a toddler demanding attention. You'll think about dinner plans, work deadlines, and that weird noise your car made this morning. When this happens, don't fight it. Simply acknowledge the thought. There's a thought about dinner. Then gently guide your attention back to your breathing. Think of your breath as an anchor that keeps your mind from drifting into chaos. Just 5 to 10 minutes daily can dramatically reduce that mental noise. The second technique is dynamic meditation, perfect for when life feels overwhelming. Unlike traditional meditation, this doesn't require sitting still. Instead, you bring mindful awareness to everyday activities. When you're walking, really feel each step, the way your foot connects with the ground, how your leg muscles contract and release. When brushing your teeth, focus on the bristles against your teeth, the fresh taste of toothpaste, and the foam forming in your mouth. I know someone who was stressed about family issues and making constant mistakes at work. He started practicing dynamic meditation during his commute, focusing completely on each step as he walked to the office. Within weeks, his work performance improved dramatically because he'd trained his brain to stay present instead of spiraling into worry. The remaining 5 techniques work together to address specific mental energy drains. Pressure release breathing helps when stress makes your shoulders feel like concrete. Simply breathe in the tension and exhale it out like steam from a pressure cooker. The monkey mind technique stops repetitive thoughts by labeling them without engagement. That's a worry thought, then letting them pass like clouds. The RAIN method tackles intense emotions using 4 steps. Recognize the emotion, accept it without resistance, investigate its source, and remember you are not the emotion itself. Compassion practice shifts your perspective on difficult people. That annoying coworker might be dealing with problems you know nothing about. Finally, the body scan technique involves lying down and moving your attention from toes to head, breathing relaxation into any tense spots you discover. Here's a surprising fact. Studies show that people who practice these mental rest techniques display the same brain patterns as those who've had 8 hours of deep sleep, even after just 20 minutes of practice. Your brain recharges faster when you know how to rest it truly. But here's the real game changer. These aren't just stress management tools, they're productivity enhancers. When your DMN isn't constantly draining your mental battery, you have more energy for the things that matter. You'll find yourself more creative, more focused, and yes, actually refreshed when you wake up in the morning. Companies that teach these techniques to employees see productivity increases of up to 25%, and sick days drop by nearly 40%. That's because a well-rested brain isn't just happier, it's more efficient, creative, and resilient. Think about it this way. You wouldn't leave your phone's GPS running 24/7 and wonder why the battery dies so quickly. Yet that's exactly what we do with our minds. These 7 techniques are like learning to close those energy-draining background apps in your brain. Your mind deserves the same care you give your body. In our hyper-connected world, the ability to truly rest your brain isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for thriving instead of just surviving. Ready to give your brain the vacation it's been desperately asking for? Start with mindful breathing tonight before bed. Then try dynamic meditation tomorrow while making your morning coffee. Let me know in the comments which technique resonates most with you, and subscribe to MindDoc for more science-backed ways to optimize your mental well-being. Your future well-rested self will thank you for it.